talking with all the beings before we take down a tree, asking it whether it's this tree. I had an amazing friend here in my area. She had a bison farm, and they had eventually they had something like 350 buffalo. And
wow.
Yes, really these huge buffalo, like, oh my gosh, it was so amazing. And so they were also selling meat. So she had every once in a while a Lakota Indian come in, and he would do ceremony and go out to the herd, walk up with them, talk with the animals, and asking the one who was ready to gift itself to them to step out of the herd. And always one animal would walk up on their own will, would walk up to him, and they would slaughter that animal. Right? Do you get the energy of that? How is it different? When we ask everything, like my veterinarian doctor, I had to bring Shambhala in the other day. She is not forcing her to do anything. She is asking her. She is talking with her. She's not pushing her to go anywhere. So we even don't have to hold her. My cat will just sit on that table, although she does not know the environment. At first, she's always very suspicious. She's a cat, right? But then eventually, with that energy and that space that Roxy is being, and asking the animal, and the free will that this all involves, and the choice that is also given to the animal, that changes everything. So then at the end of the session and treatment, then, the carry box is then back on the table, open, and she is asking Shambhala, hey, do you want to go back home now? Then when you are ready, walk into the carry box. And that cat eventually will stand up and walk into the box, and then we can close the box and I can take her home. Like that, that willingness. Can you also see how there's a total vulnerability? There's walls down. The walls are down. The Lakota is walking into a buffalo herd. Like when you see these gigantic heads of these animals, he is being there with his body and walking up to them and asking the one to step up, and that animal will. And what does this create for the future? It is amazing, the ease that it creates for everything. And also for our own bodies, rather than what we learn usually in this reality, the push and the force. But asking a question is when we turn it around, and how much more ease can we have with that, where we actually allow things to come to us and to show themselves. What if everything is alive and also everything has choice? Animals are and have been so willing to gift themselves and to be companions, like your dog. Dogs have agreed to be men's companions. Coyote did not choose that. Wolf did not, but dog did. Horse did. Zebra did not. Try to tame a zebra. So when we start looking at all of that, how that really creates such a beautiful, large tapestry of creation on the planet, that from that I wonder what is possible.